Hello again. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hey guys, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother. Happy BB Can 10 premiere night. Yes, Big Brother Canada Season 10, Episode 1 aired tonight, and we are going to break it all down. I'm going to be here all season long, bringing you the most hilarious, hopefully, that's subjective, live feed updates and episode recaps of Big Brother Canada. I am so excited. I love BB Can. If you have never watched Big Brother Canada before, I posted a video and linked it in the description of this video. I posted it earlier today, how you can watch Big Brother Canada if you are outside of the of Canada. Yes, because we're in the I'm in the United States. I don't know where you are. Okay. But I posted it all there. So hello, everybody. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Sorry it took me so long to get it out. I've just been a busy little bee. Please like this video. It helps me so much in the algorithm. Leave all your thoughts, comments, and concerns in the comments after it posts and also in the live chat. And if you want to support the channel, you can also leave a super chat during the live. Join our YouTube membership, Patreon, all my Venmo, Cash Apps, everything. You guys know the drill. All right. Yay. Happy premiere day to my Canadians. I am so not cheesed that this is happening. All right. So this is the first season that I did not do a cast breakdown. So I just got acquainted with the cast during the episode. And then after the episode, I went and tried to watch all of their intro videos that were on Global, even though the episode pretty much showed us their packages for like half the episode. I liked it because I was not acquainted with them yet. So for me, it was fun to get to know them. But this was, the first episode of BB Can was very fluffy, very light. It's like, here's where they're from. Here's their pronouns. Here's their sign. Sometimes people are like, I don't believe in signs. So you got that one guy who's like, if you talk about astrology, you're a dum-dum. Mr. Kevin, he's going to be the bad guy of the season. Okay. He's got a wicked hairline and a wicked stare. He is going to be coming for everyone. He said, Canada, get ready because I am about to take out your favorites. And I was like, okay, Kevin. Okay, I've heard this song and dance before on BB Can. We will see how long you last. And maybe you will be a successful villain to the end. But I don't know. Walker's like, I'm already over Kevin. And it's going to be rough with Kevin. If Kevin, he's given me BB season 3 JP vibes. Jonathan, is that his name? I went back to Paramount Plus and I'm watching seasons I haven't watched before, and 3 I'm almost done with. And whoa, that guy, I was like, okay, bye. Some of these guys, when you come in overly confident, I don't know. It works for some people, not for all. I'll say that. Okay. We got Kyle back. Let me pull up some screenshots for you guys. Kyle, who was rumored to have been in the cast last season because they got him confused with another Kyle. Apparently all Kyles look the same. Okay. Hashtag all Kyles are the same. But we got mental health podcaster Kyle, which I was like, okay, 23-year-old mental health podcaster Kyle. We'll see how you do. He's in Nova Scotia. Since we are doing Big Brother Canada, I'm probably going to have to, brush up on my Canadian geography because I you know how us Americans are. If it ain't about America, we don't learn it. We don't care about it. That's not our fault. Kind of it is, but kind of it's not. Okay. So we got this Kyle. This Kyle. I feel like I've been watching so much BB Can that I'm like, I got a little bit of my Canadian accent back. That's not Canadian, Jolene. I don't even have to try because it's very much like Minnesota accents. Oh no. I'm going to work on my screen sharing permissions because it's telling me again that I did not. Oh goodness. I might not be able to share any screen grabs. That's okay. We'll make it work, you guys. We will make it work. Okay. So we have the East Coast versus West Coast. Canadians seem to be very biggie Tupac about things. They're like, I'm East Coast, I'm West Coast, and they're ride or die for their coasts. Okay. So Kyle was like, listen, I'm East Coast all the way. I'm Nova Scotia for life. Wherever Nova Scotia is, which you guys are telling me is on the East Coast, I want to go. Like I said, I've only been to Edmonton. So everyone from Edmonton, I'm rooting for because I love your mall. Because being from Minnesota, we got a big ass mall too. And your mall has a casino. And who doesn't love that? I'm pulling up a Canadian map. That's it. I don't even care. Ain't no shame in my lack of Canadian knowledge game. So feel free, Canadians, to correct me. Last season, I said or pronounced things wrong. Just tell me. I do not get offended at all. Okay, Canada map. All right, here we go. Here we go. Martha, thank you for becoming a member of the Leen Team, and welcome, welcome, welcome you and your sweet baby kitty. You are a sweetie. Wipe the seedy. All right, let's pull up this thing. Okay, so Kyle's totally cheesed if you're not from Nova Scotia. He's like, not into it. Okay, let's pull this baby up. So holy shit, Nova Scotia is in Europe. That is way gone. That is in a whole island. So then there's a guy from New Brunswick, and he said he's the first New Brunswickian. And we're just, we like to have a good time and laugh about Big Brother. So I'm going to get lots of stuff wrong when it comes to geography. I don't know. Can someone tell me in the chat what he's the first someone from New Brunswick to ever be on the show? I don't know what he called himself. I'm going to have to get more into the lingo, more into, what, I'm going to have to listen to him. So we got Marty. Marty is from New Brunswick, and he's the first something. Okay. And he's the first 40 plus. I think that's what it was. Okay. Tomorrow, the episode, if you're wondering, will be posted on the bigbrothercanada.ca website. So bigbrothercanada.ca. Thank you. Acadian. Okay, am I saying that right? Acadian? Okay, he's the first Acadian, and I'm gonna Google. We're learning. We're gonna learn because I'm gonna force us Americans. Watch every other American in the chat's like, I know what that is, Jolie. We're gonna learn. We're gonna do what they didn't do for us. Okay, the term Acadians refers to immigrants from France in the early 1600s who settled in the colony of Acadia. I hope I'm saying that right. In what are now the provinces of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. I know about Prince Edward Island because I watched The Crown, and the Queen, I think they went over there on The Crown once upon a time. Someone on The Crown went to Prince Edward, and because it's named after Prince Edward. Okay, Jolene. Brains. All right. The colonization of Acadia by the French started in 1604 at Port Royal. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Yes. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Acadia. Acadian. Oh, so he's Acadian. Thank you, Walker. I'm learning. Man, my husband was listening he was walking by as I'm watching the show, and the way that Arisa, let's just give a shout out to Arisa Cox, who is the best Big Brother host in all of the Big Brothers that I've watched. I love Arisa. Obviously, she's executive producer, so she puts a lot of work into this, but they were Arisa tonight honored the land that BB Can sits on. And my husband, Chell, was like, should we move there? Because what? I mean, holy shit, that is coming from the U.S. and hearing that don't happen here. The level of respect, I was like, hell yeah, Arisa. So she did a whole little thing where she was like, we want to honor the land that it sits on. And this can be the beginning of a reconciliation and then everyone with their pronouns. This was, I don't know. I'm in some kind of woke world that I'm not used to. Well, kind of used to because Los Angeles is kind of like that. But oh, maybe I've been in the desert too long. I was like, this is some woke stuff. This is, I was like, that's beautiful, Arisa. That is beautiful. I know everyone wants to rip on awoke, Acadia. Okay, not awoke. Rip on woke things, but I think that's not even woke. That's just like the right thing to do. That shit. So pretty much the point of that was I'm moving to Canada. And I realized not all of Canada is the same. And I do have my map here. Okay, so we got Nova Scotia is way out there. Quebec, okay, then we got Ontario. Okay, Ontario's big, so that makes sense why so many people are from Ontario. Any Manitobans in there? I don't know. Saskatchewan, Alberta. Okay, so I've been to Alberta because that's where Edmonton is. British Columbia. Okay, all right. Vancouver, Shannon Van. I'm going to need Shannon Van. Okay, cheesed is a Toronto slang. Not, oh, dang, Jan. Okay, so that's similar to, obviously similar to different slangs we have in different states, like the things we would say in Minnesota, the United States, they're not going to say in Georgia, So we say, oh, like when you're moving around, oh, I'm in the way, oh, O-P-E, and that's a Midwestern thing. That's a Northern thing. You're not going to hear people in the South go, oh, that's not what they do. So it's different kind of slang. So cheese, I love cheese though, man, Toronto. You got it right. You got it right. Okay. You don't say that in Nova Scotia. Okay. All right. Well, I love that you guys got this all down. Okay. So keep educating me. I appreciate it so much. So let's jump into this episode. I'm so sorry. I can't do screenshots right now because StreamYard is being a biznatchy and it isn't letting me share my screen, but we will have fun nonetheless while we hilariously recap and reenact and parody this episode. Okay. So I'm going to pull back up the cast list. So as I'm talking, we can run through this. All right. So we get these big intros, we got Betty, we got Helena, we got Herman, we got JC Lynn, Jay, Jessica, Josh, Kevin. He's giving me pretty boy vibes a little bit. Kyle Moore, Marty, is cutie. What a sweetie, wipe the seedy this little Marty is. He's married, and he said when he was sitting down, when everyone finally came, because they came in groups of 4, as you do. And then the first 4, we had an alliance, the first 4 alliance, which is like a throwback to, I think, was that season 2 that we got a first 4 alliance that stayed with it for a big part of the game. The first 4 stayed together. So we got a first 4 again. We don't know until we see live feeds if that's actually going to be something that sticks, because right away, I think it was JC Lynn was like, should we do a first 4? And at that point you feel trapped. You're like, oh, sure. Say yes to alliances. It can get you in trouble if you say yes to too many. But if you say, I'm going to think about it, you look sketch. You look super, super sketch. Okay. Oh gosh, good, Pomegranate. You're being educated here. Yes, pre-cheesed. We're pre-cheesed right now. So far, we're not cheesed because this episode, I loved it. Okay, so we had Marty coming in, the first Acadian. Did I say that right? I hope I did, guys. I hope I did. He's so cute and sweet. Then we have Melina. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for Melina because everything annoys her. She's like, when you breathe, it annoys me. When you look to the left, it annoys me. You should be looking to the right. Okay. Some people have an eyebrow that's a little higher than the other eyebrow. I don't like that. Do you know some people sleep? Gross. You can't help it, but don't sleep in front of me because it's totally disgusting. When you open the refrigerator, I want to stab you. So this is going to be fun. She basically said, she's annoyed by everyone except for her sister. She has an adorable sister. So I'm excited for Melina. So we have Melina and Helena. This is going to be confusing, but I'm excited for both of these women because Melina is like, you're annoying. Everything annoys her. And Helena is like, I'm going to break everything and walk into it. So I feel like I can relate to both of these women because Helena right away, she broke a glass and tripped. And then she went into the kitchen, the food storage. We saw the Wendy's window. Oh my God. But obviously there's no Wendy's in it yet, but I can't wait till our first Wendy's. When I first watched BB Can, I had to get used to all the product placement. But then when I learned the history of like having to save the show and them throwing in sponsors, I love it. And I think the Wendy's twist, it doesn't feel as forced as it is. It doesn't feel gross or it feels fun. And it's a fun twist for the HOH that when you win HOH, you get to pick one person to take to the Wendy's window with you. Then pre-COVID, you had an actual person there. And now I think they did like a video of your family talking to you like, hey, you're doing a good job there, guy, buddy, pal, not cheesed at you. Canada's rooting for you. And go get them, big fella. Enjoy your spicy chicken sandwich. And then you get a spicy chicken sandwich. So I kind of love it. And I think it's fun for the HOH to be able to have that little perk to offer up to someone in order to get some information. And we get, you know, sometimes good conversation. Like, I'm so glad I got this spicy chicken sandwich. Also, you're not going to put me up on the block, are you there, buddy? And he's like, no way, pal. And he's like, okay, friend. And then, you know, they get to talk game. So we got to see that. And Helena went back there and she's like, oh, I'm so freaking klutzy. And I'm like, no, girl, use that to your advantage. So maybe she'll use that as gameplay, showing that, you know, I run into everything. I mean, we've seen lots of tropes like this, character tropes on Big Brother before. One example of that would be season 1. What was her face? The little one, and she's so cute, and she just ran around. Tala. So she gave me Tala vibes a little bit, and obviously that kind of personality can get you very far. It's like, you know, you kind of play that up. Thank you, Melissa, for the first super chat of the night. Hashtag where are the feeds, right? So glad you're covering BB Can. This cast is so adorable. P.S. Totally made a gemstone bracelet. Yes. Oh, I wish I had one here. I don't have any on, but yay, Melissa. Yeah, the feeds are not up yet. So I'm guessing they're waiting till later tonight. But you know, with BB Can, sometimes they'll just say, we'll catch you after the first eviction. Sometimes they will just say, hey, guess what? We're not going to have any feeds until Monday. That's kind of what they do to keep people in suspense. It doesn't really make sense to do that now since it's just the first episode and we're dying to know where we're at after knowing the HOH and knowing who's on the block and all that stuff. But granted, we just have to wait until tomorrow to, you know, see an actual person go home. There's an eviction tomorrow night already. My goodness. Yes. So she was definitely giving me Tala vibes. Helena was. There's a lot of throwback here within the cast to other cast members. And I know, you know, generally this happens that, you know, you cast a certain type and they remind you of someone else. But this is season 10 of BB Can, and there are going to be throwbacks just like the phone. The phone was back from season 1 when Suzette answered the phone and immediately became HOH. And then she put Emmett and Tom on the block. Remember Tom? Oh my God, please, someone tell me he's doing better now these days. And is he still with what's-her-face? Liza. Tom and Liza, did they make it work? Do they have babies? Are they registered voters? I have no idea. I'm assuming they didn't make it work because they were young. But this reminded me of Suzette. So there's a whole room with a phone. And we see that later in the episode. Then it rings, and I was like, oh, a throwback. So I love that BB Can is honoring previous seasons and things that happened on previous seasons, or at least I'm assuming they're doing that. So thank you, Lee. Leanne says feeds go up tomorrow night. Okay, so they are doing that thing that sometimes BB Can does, where they're like, no, we want it to be a really suspenseful episode for you, so you won't know. So we are going to do our first eviction. You're not going to see, and then you'll see after that. So that's kind of a bummer because I would like to have a full night of feeds where people are scrambling, gambling, but they could be at the point, knowing BB Can, they are scrambling, gambling. But I don't know. I mean, we got to take what we can take, I guess. I'm not going to complain yet. Okay. I am not. Yes. Tala definitely played it. I'm not going to complain yet. Oh, they'll be complaining, I'm sure. Just not yet. All right. So back to the couch situation when they're sitting down and they have their champs and everyone has entered the house. We already have our first alliance with the first 4. We got our intro packages from everyone. We see Arisa in her beautiful purple dress. We are greeted by this house that is ridiculous. I love this house. I don't care. I love it. The only house I haven't liked is BB3 or BB Can 3 house. Yuck. Looks like it's like Willy Wonka, but not fun, like the Willy Wonka prison where they would put Willy Wonka in prison, okay, where he would go to die on death row. That's what the BB Can 3 house was. Yuck. I didn't like it. I liked the hot tub area, but with the cranes and it was too industrial. Not a fan. This house is gorgeous. It's bright. It's colorful. It's shiny. Everything was just like, it's a show. And I wish BBUS did this sort of thing, but they don't do it. BBUS is like, what did we have last year? F it. Do that too. We'll do it again. We got to get a new staircase. Why? Because Lamar is 10 feet tall. All right, fine. Give him a new staircase. There you go, guys. We're going to have that for another 15 years, and that's it. We don't have secret rooms, really. I mean, I guess sometimes when you have different twists like Pandora's box, or I don't know, they used to call people in rooms with Mr. Spectacular, which would be weird to be a part of. But other than that, BB Can always has these secret rooms. So I just love that about BB Can. They will throw stuff at you. They had a ball pit room last year. I mean, awesome the first week, and then dirty and germy. I was so surprised they did a ball pit room during COVID. That is brave. Okay. Very, very brave, because that's a lot of germs. Okay. All right. So they're sitting down and we see the beautiful house and the colors, and there's numbers, and some of the doors are locked as they do in BB Can. We see the bedrooms. We have a bedroom with question marks, red paint and question marks all over the wall. Cool theme. Would hate to sleep there. That would give me anxiety. Red bedrooms give me anxiety. I don't know. I'm just saying that right now. I felt instantly anxious waking up in the house of the Joker every day. I wouldn't like that. I'd like something more soothing. The purple room would more suit me. So I loved it. So they're sitting at the couch and they're introducing themselves. And here's Marty starting the party. He's like, hey, guys, I'm the first Acadian. I'm 43 years old. I got some kids, and I got the best wife in Canada. And the ladies are like, whoa! I mean, they were going crazy. Is it Tanisha? She was just like Tanisha. Let me know if I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly. She was she's the mom. She's a 32-year-old mom with the adorable daughter and the cutie patootie dad. They were like, yes, the Arsenioholic. Woo. They were just like, you give your wife some props. Yeah, Marty's like, she's real great. I love her. And she's my best friend. I love her. These accents will change over time, guys. We're just having fun. And I forget which other woman was sitting next to her, maybe Stephanie or something. She was like, oh my God. I mean, that is the perfect thing to tell a room full of women who aren't married, because they're just like, God, I want that. And then the married ones are like, he's lying. He's just saying that because he knows she's watching and he'll get in trouble. No, I mean, it's kind of true, but not fully. So Marty start the party. So cute. And then we get to, who else was it? Okay, so he's like, I'm from New Brunswick. I'm the first on BB Can. And then we get Jess, and Jess is, the super fan. And then, let's see, Marty. Okay, so best wife ever. And you're just like, okay, cute, Marty. And then Gino. Gino, don't disappoint me, because Gino is, okay, Tanisha. Gosh, Walker, you just putting this out so perfect so I can say it. Tanisha. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Tanisha, love her. So far, so loving her. The only thing I didn't love about Tanisha is in her pre-packet. She said, the only thing I won't like is another attractive woman. And I'm like, no, quit thinking this way. 2 hotties are better than 1. You team up with all the hottest chicks in the house, and then you just take these dudes down. A dude with, I mean, some of these dudes, not Marty. Marty's of the age where he's like, that doesn't impress me much. But these younger guys, just 1 hot chick in front of them, it messes up their game. 2 hot chicks, they'll lose it. They'll self-evict. They'll put themselves on the block. Okay. But you're HOH, Kyle. I don't care. Now, my mental health tells me to put myself on the block to save these boobs. 2 sets of boobs are better than 1. 4 boobs are better than 2. Everybody knows that. It's basic math. Hot chicks work together. Ugly chicks work together. All chicks work together. No one's ugly. We're all beautiful. Amen. Okay. So that's the only thing that I didn't like Tanisha to say, or Nisha. Okay, I gotta get it right. I'll learn everybody's names. Like I said, just getting with them today. Okay. So then Gino. Oh, Gino. Listen, I do not like that mustache, but I do like you. I normally don't like that many tats, but I do like yours. I'm thirsty. I normally don't like a guy that smiles so much, but I trust you. And a firefighter loves his mom. I normally don't trust a six-pack. My rule in Big Brother is always get the six-packs out because they will win. They seem to go to the end. They seem to win in American Big Brother. But, oh gosh. I'm normally not lusting, thrusting, thirsting after Big Brother contestants. But Gino, please don't disappoint me. Please don't be a douchebag because Gino looks good. I normally don't even care, but I don't know. I was going to ask Chell, can we take on a third? I've always wanted to be a mother, so I could raise Gino. But speaking of hotties, TV Talks with Tom. Yes. TV Talks with Tom is going to be covering BB Can as well. So it's going to be fun. What's up, friend? Yes, Gino, he's hot. I just hope, goodness, I hope he's not a douche. I can't deal with a doucher. To be that hot and that douchey, what's the point? Yeah, get your water, ladies, gentlemen, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to raise Gino. I'm going to raise him right, Yeah, it was, wow. All he says, though, was, I'm Gino, and I'm 28. And then all the girls are like, I think Stephanie got pregnant. Like, I think Stephanie is going to be due in 9 months. She is having triplets. She was just like, all the ladies were like, okay. I don't know. He's got just his vibe. I hope I'm not going to have to look back on this video and be embarrassed because he ends up being horrific. But, all he had to say was, I'm 28. That's it. And ladies were like, oh my God, that was so moving. That was amazing. Wow. So you're just like 28. That's deep. Wow. Do you guys hear him? He's like, had a lot to say. He's 28. Are you like a full 20? He's a whole 28. It's like, oh, he's so good. And they just were all just thirsty thirst traps. And I loved it. Okay. So I don't know if the pictures do him justice, Haru. Look up his video. At first I was like, who cares? And then when I was watching, I was like, what is happening to me? What is going on? Why am I? Oh, okay. Mean Gene. Okay. All right. And then everything works for him. And normally, too many tats, cool, but it's not my, I like a straight edge, like a dude, real clean cut, straight edge type dude in my older age. But for some, I was like, she can draw on me. That Sharpie, he's got Sharpie all over his body. Looks real good. Okay. And, yeah, he said he was 28 and that's it. And everyone was like, oh my God, that was amazing. You are so deep. Did you guys hear how deep he was? Can you imagine the girls go in the bedroom after and they're like, oh my God, Gino, 28. Like he shared so much. That was a big share. Thank you, Gino. Because he knows. I feel like he's not as shy as he's letting on. Maybe that's part of his game. And obviously that's going to entice people even more on top of being super attractive. And your shirt's unbuttoned. And normally I'm like, button it up. But I'm like, button it down, Gene. And a firefighter, just everything is working for Gino. And he says he's not sure if he's going to get in a showmance. He will. He's totally the type. His mom's watching. We know. And she knows. Okay. So then we have Jay. Jay's pronouns are they, them. So I'm going to do my best to respect that and remember that I get on, rants and comedy. And if I ever forget, feel free to correct me. No disrespect, Jay. Jay looks like a lot of fun. Now, Jay could go both ways. So Jay answered the phone in this episode. And with answering the phone, Big Brother was like, Jay, hi, it's me, Big Brother. My pronouns are he, they, or she, doesn't matter, okay? Big Brother's genderless. Anywho, just so you know, because it was a real phone like this, we locked you in this room, and you are safe for the week, and you don't have to play an HOH, so you just chill in your cute pink pants, strut it, stretch out, have a good time, do some yoga, friend. We'll talk to you soon. And Jay was like, sweet. Jay comes out and they're like, what happened? What is it? And he totally Suzetted it, even though he's, they totally Suzetted it, even though they're not HOH, they are safe. So Jay is safe. And everyone's like, oh, I should have answered the phone. And Herman is like, oh, I was so close, because Herman was on his way to answer the phone. And then Jay popped in. Now, Jay was very happy. They were like, I am a lot. So I am very happy to be safe this week. Okay. So Jay's just like, yes, I am very, very happy. I do, Dee Marie, but I can't share my screen. Let me just ask Chell if he can help me for 1 second, and then I'll see, because I am getting used to, or I'm trying to share the screen. So give me 1 second, you guys, 1 second.
You're on camera. Go to share. Go ahead.
You have to give me another.
Sorry. Okay, you good?
Okay, will you turn my picture on, my start cam? All right. Hi, my husband Chell is here and he's trying to figure it out. You guys, thank you for your patience. Here, Chell, here's this so you can't hear the thing. Okay, so all right, so we're trying to figure out how to do the share again here on StreamYard. So thank you guys so much for your patience with that so that I can share pictures, because we know we like to share screenshots from the episode, but now when I turn this VPN on, it kind of resets my Chrome settings. So all this information you guys don't need. Okay, so basically the moral of the story was Gino is hot, okay? And I might regret saying that, but he is. All right.
Hey, I'm right here.
Sorry, my husband is right here. You're hotter, obviously.
No, liar.
So Jay gets no, I'm serious. So Jay gets safety for the week. They don't have to worry about playing an HOH. So Jay is very happy. Then we have Moose. And Moose is like, I am turning 25 tomorrow. What happened here?
I think you have to restart it, but I'm not letting.
Oh no. Okay. That's why we had the other window open. So that kind of helped. Moose was like, I am turning 25 tomorrow. So Moose, look at Nanya said Chella's hotter. So Moose is very excited. Moose screams.
I appreciate Nanya, but Nanya isn't my wife who's supposed to find me the hottest.
You are the hottest. So Moose screams casual to me. I think Moose is going to be fun, but I think my early prediction is that Moose does not know at all what. Oh, yay. It worked.
No, that's just Chrome.
Oh, never mind. Well, we'll use that. That's fine for now.
Can you use that?
I don't know. Well, no, I wanted to use screenshots, but.
Here's your political map of Canada.
Is it a political map?
That's
I just pulled up a map of Canada. It's political map. Okay. Well, we can just share the BB Can. Let's just share the cast list. So this one right here, not BB Can one, but BB.
Go to share screen.
Yeah. So this tab right here.
Oh, I have to go to share screen.
I'm sorry.
I'm teaching you how to do it.
Okay.
Go to share screen. Chrome tab.
That's what I usually do. Okay. So not that one. No. This one. Yes, that one. Okay, so we'll just pull them up here, and this is the only one we're going to use because I can't get my my screen grabs from the episode. But tomorrow night's episode, I'll have shares for you guys. Okay, so for those of you who were asking, let's pull this up so you can see everybody's picture. This is Steven, Gino, Ginopolis or something. Again, this doesn't do him justice, but this is what we're working with here. Okay. This is what's going on. So here's some of the cuties in the house. So Moose to me right here screams casual. Moose, I think, is going to be someone, he'll be fun, but he won't know what to do. He might be fun for feeds. But I don't know. My early prediction is that he doesn't know a lot about the game. He's going to be like, this is fun. And he's got great hair. And, he's that personality that they were looking for. Okay. And then Helena says, I'm 27. My pronouns are she, her. I'm from British Columbia. And she blanked because she's the one who's like, I trip over my own 2 feet. I run into walls. She's going to be really fun to watch. The Helena and Melina alliance better happen because it better be the Enas or Ena squared or Helena Melina or H&M alliance. They have a lot of options that they can go with here. Because then Melina's next, and Melina's like, I'm 29. I'm a tattoo artist that I was for 7 years. And now I am a content creator who is annoyed by everybody except for my sister. So hopefully you guys don't snore or talk or eat or breathe or look at me weird because I'll give it to you. So I'm kind of excited for Melina. And she had a really sweet backstory of, being adopted, and then her sister's adopted as well. And she wants this money because she wants to adopt a little girl. And I was like, oh, Melina, you can be annoyed with everybody. I love you. I love you. So she's, maybe Gino and Melina are going to have a tattooed love connection. Where she has tattoos, he doesn't. Where he has tattoos, she doesn't. And you can connect the tats on each other's bodies. I don't know. That could be a fun showmance. We'll see. There'll definitely be showmances this season. So everyone's like, did you bring your tattoo gun? They're like, ha ha ha. You know, it's that just met awkwardness where you're laughing. I think Jessica with the little space buns laughed like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, you know? So Jessica then goes, she's like, I'm Jess. My pronouns are they and she. I'm gender queer. And I'm a wildlife artist. So if you're wild and you have a life or you're out in the wild doing life, I will draw you, paint you, charcoal you, whatever I do. She's actually a really good artist. And in her pre-packet, we saw that. Obviously, then we have the phone ring situation. And like I said, Jay answered it. So they are safe, but the door locked when Jay was in there, which was just really kind of creepy, big brother. Then we get to the first HOH. And let me tell you, this first HOH was fun. Okay, Arisa comes over the loudspeaker and she says, house guests, I have a present for you in the bedroom. And they go in there and there's just clothes. Okay, it's just Forever 21 in there. Forever 21 was in 1974. I feel like this is my mom, Nana's closet in 1974. Really fun colors, just all like late 60s, early 70s stuff. And then they go to they get dressed and they go to the Doors of Destiny, which is a throwback to old game shows like Let's Make a Deal, where you have 3 doors, like what's behind door number 1, what's behind door number 2, what's behind door number 3. But to get to those 3 doors, there are actually 3 games that have to be played that they break up into groups to play these games. And then the winner of that game goes to the winner's circle, which is by the doors, to find out which one has the HOH behind it. Okay, so the Doors of Destiny, and that probably calls for a Julie Chen.
Destiny, 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 destiny.
It was the door of destiny, 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 destiny. And the first game, I really liked this HOH. So they have a puzzle, but they have to put the puzzle together for the door. So the puzzle pieces make the door, the interior of the door, whatever. They have the door frame, and then they have to get the puzzle in there without it falling out, open the door, close the door without it falling apart, and then hit the buzzer. And quite a few of the house guests make progress doing this, but then it all falls apart, which, you know, we love to see on Big Brother because we are evil fans. And they get so close and then it all falls down, Kanye style. And then Herman won this. He did a great job and just smashed the bell, and he went off to the winner's circle. Now, Herman, he is going to be a force, I think, in this house. He's going to have to be careful with the social game, because coming from the used car or car salesman background, he's like, if I have the #1 car sales office, whatever it's called, you guys, I don't know if he said the country, but he's pretty successful in car sales, and he bought his mom a car. And he's going to have to be careful, though, that he can't overly car salesman talk to these other house guests, because they're going to go, this seems a little fishy. Because when you're not looking for a car and someone talks to you like they're selling you a car, you're like, this isn't good. So hopefully he'll find a nice balance for that. But he goes to the winner's circle. Then game 2 is first impressions of the house questions. And then it's one of those classic Big Brother games where if you win and you get the question correct, you get to pick the person who's eliminated from the game, which immediately causes people to be hating on each other, where it's like, he picked me to leave the game, because it's like, okay, you got that question right. Let's just say, Betty, you got the question right. Who do you want to see? And then if Betty says, I want Josh to go, then Josh is like, ugh. And then later Josh might be like, what's up with Betty picking me? But at this point, they don't know each other. So it's all just, based on, prejudices within them. It's all based on first impression stuff. And we see that in this competition when Kevin is picked by, Kevin is picked. So Betty is the first out, I believe. And then it is between I think it was Josh who then was like, was it Josh who said, all right, I'm going to get rid of Kevin. It was between Kevin, Marty, and one of the girls. And then Kevin's like, wait, I'm here to be an evil mastermind. I can't be an evil mastermind if I'm out within the first round. It's like, all right, Kev, go sit down, calm down. Kevin's going to be a lot. He's either going to just be so epic or he's just going to be a lot and kind of exhausting. All right. So then it comes down to it, and Moose. Okay, so then Marty goes out, and then it's Moose versus Stephanie. So Stephanie was the gal in the competition, and Moose wins. So Moose heads on over to the winner's circle. So I was like, oh, okay, casual Moose, okay. And then round 3, we have a beanbag toss. They have to toss beanbags onto these rotating platforms. There's 3 of them. They have to get them to land. And it's Kyle versus Jess versus Josh and someone else. And Josh wins. And Josh, oh my gosh, Josh, Vancouver, doctors, got a boyfriend, but not against doing a little flirt in the house. Just don't tell the man. And it, in his pre-package, we see him with, his cute boyfriend, and he's got a great backstory. All these BB Can house guests have great backstories. Josh, he's a doctor. He's a pediatric doctor in Vancouver. So I think he might know some people who know this channel maybe. And he is now his mom is going to medical school. And when she graduates, they want to go back and help people in their community. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's better than I'll ever be in my whole entire life, Josh. So Josh is going to be very interesting. He's the first doctor ever to be on BB Can. And it surprised me because we've always, since season 2, we've had Dr. Will. And that's just kind of obviously the household name. So I'm like, this is the first in 10 seasons. They've never had a doctor. That's so interesting. I guess their doctors just aren't as thirsty as the American doctors. I don't know. So Josh wins that. So it's Josh versus Herman and Moose, and they have to pick a door. And basically Josh picks a door, and it's not let's make a dealie because there's no bad prizes. There's no zonks. So Josh gets safety. Josh picks a door, and it's like, nope, that's just safety, which is a pretty sweet deal. I thought it'd be like some kind of crazy costume or something that he'd have to wear, or some kind of punishment. And then Moose wins safety as well on his door. So that means Herman wins HOH. So he's the first HOH. So I'm thinking that is a better deal. Josh and Moose and Jay got better deals than Herman winning HOH. I mean, despite getting an HOH bedroom and a letter, but you just got there. So how bad can you miss your fam? Maybe. Well, they have been in sequester 2 weeks, but you know what I mean? So Josh and Moose, I would rather that just have safety and Jay than Herman winning HOH, because you're already going to get, some blood on your hands. The good thing about a first week HOH is that you can just say, well, I don't really know you guys. I just had to pick somebody. So it's going to be you. But I was like, oh shit, I would just want the safety. I just want to get to that winner's circle and get a prize like that. I didn't think they would do that. And then Arisa tells us the first eviction is Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's tomorrow already. We have our first eviction. And that's cuckoo to me because this is our first episode and we don't have feeds, like we said, until tomorrow after the episode. So much going on. We have this cast of 16 hopefuls. There's no one really giving me, obviously we didn't see enough and we don't have live feeds yet, super bad vibes, except for Kevin's giving me a little bit of vibes where I'm like, all right, this could be fun, but this also could just get old real fast. This whole, I'm a villain. I'm a super villainy. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Let's keep moving along. Let's see. Jessica. Ooh, I will tell you, I want to like Jessica immediately. Space buns, yes. Glasses, okay. Artist, for sure. Bangs in this game, We've had some in the previous years. In recent years, Brooke, remember Brooke? Brooke was supposed to be the next gen woman player of BB Can. At least that's what I made her out to be in my head. She turned out to be très disappointant. Very disappointing, okay, in French. You guys, that's the France language. And so I don't know. I don't normally trust a gal with blunt bangs. I should specify. When you got that blunt bang, it's like, ugh. In this game and BB Can, she's giving me Brookie vibes, and I did not like how Brooke played in BB Can 8. It made me want to tear my hair out. She came in, she was like, I'm going to fight the patriarchy, feminism. Yes. She told us this. We didn't ask her to. I didn't call her up before and say, hey, Brooke, can you be super feminist in the house? She was like, I'm not going to align with any big guys. And then what does she do? She aligns with guys. I'm not doing a showman's. Hoes before bros, and also hoes is derogatory. Bangs. And then she was just basically in a pseudo showmance the whole season. It was just so, I'm like, Brooke, you could have been, it's just like a waste. Like, what a waste. You could have been so great. And to do what? And then they all left early because Carol was like, if I'm not staying, nobody's staying. So Carol gave everybody, if you guys remember how it went down, it didn't go down this way. But in my head, Carol gave everybody COVID. Carol was the first spreader of COVID in Canada and the world. I don't know if you guys knew that. And she was like, I love Big Brother. I brought a couple lumberjack flannels, and now I want to go home. I miss my wife. And I'm just like, Carol, buck up. And then she cried and gave everybody COVID, and they had to shut the season down. And they were like, Ontario is closed because of Carol. Carol, she ruined the game. So that's how that went. That is my revisionist history. Okay. So we'll see what you guys are saying. Amber Lynn says Jessica's a super fan. So is their husband. Okay. Well, that could be good and that could be bad. So already I'm liking that more than the Brooke situation because I don't think Brooke was a super fan. Again, I'm just judging her on her banks. Okay. Yes. Carol, do you guys remember Carol wanted to go home in BB Can 8? Because she's like, I wonder how many followers I got on my Facebook. I got a Facebook account, Carol's Comedy Corner. If someone could check on Carol's Comedy Corner for me and see if that's still thriving on Facebook, because I don't really check Facebook anymore. I do have a fan page on there, so feel free to like it where I post to there. I shouldn't say that. I never check it. But yeah, if someone could tell me how Carol's Comedy Corner, I'm sure it has more likes than my comedy page. So go Carol. But yeah, Carol's Comedy Corner. She was the COVID of comedy. Yes, Pomegranate. That's a true story. COVID Carol. I mean, I didn't make this stuff up. I did, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay. What about dudes with long bangs? Do you trust them? Thoughts? No, I think they're thoughts. THOTS. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So Jessica thanks for the information on, her. She says she's a she or they. So I'll try my best to use they when I don't remember, but they said that them and their husband are super fans. So that's cool. Josh, I got high hopes for Josh. Josh being a doctor with Josh's background, Josh is going to just his whole spirit, I feel like, is going to do very well. Now, he's obviously somewhat of an overachiever because he's a doctor and very smart. So as long as his social game's on point, and I think he said he was going to kind of not lay low, but run things without people knowing he's running things. I think that's what's going. Okay, here we go. Terry has 6. Go Carol. Way to go, COVID Carol's Comedy Corner. That's good. 6.3K. That's no small feat, Carol's Comedy Corner. It's a little disappointing after being on national television in your country, but still better than some Survivor players when they get off American Survivor. Sometimes they don't hit it very well, and I'm just like, ooh. Oh, but her last update was okay. Well, you know what? She could be trying. Okay, she could be trying. We'll see. Carol, post again because that, don't leave those 6.3K followers waiting for you. Carol, I'm sure you got some great comedy to tell us. Kyle, 23-year-old Kyle, it could go really well. I mean, he's a podcaster. He talks about mental health. I used to have a mental health podcast called the Deal With It podcast. It might still be on iTunes if you want to check it out with my hilarious friend, Andy Erickson. But so I know that we interviewed a lot of people, so you're listening, so his listening skills are good. He's very empathetic. That can work very well in the game. If he's also good at comps, too, we'll see, but the only thing holding him back is he's 23. That's the only thing, just because you don't know a lot at 23. You can't. You've only lived 23 years. He could be an advanced 23, but he's 23. Nonetheless, Marty, I'm excited for Marty. I hope Marty is just the sweetie wipe the seedy I think he might be, especially being the first Acadian and loving his wife so much. I mean, come on, Marty. I am not cheesed at you one bit. Melina, you guys know how I feel about Melina. Everyone annoys her, so I love her. Hopefully she is sassy to people. I would love to see it. Moose, we'll see with Moose. He seems so likable, but again, casual vibes. He might not know what's going on. He might be like, we have to vote with the house. We have to do what the HOH says. And I'm going to be like, boring, bring a book. Stephanie, the only thing we got from Stephanie was that good lighting, boobs, and she was dropping facts. Good lighting, boobs, filters, all that works really well. She seems like really sweet. She's also smart because I think she's like an early developmental education or something. Her background, I think she kind of is going to use this little sex appeal she's got going on, and hopefully her and Tynesha can work together and not say there can only be one hottie in the house, because there's a lot of hotties in the house. Summer's hot, Melina's hot, Jessica, they're all beautiful in their own right. Gino, don't disappoint me, sir. I have built you up to be just a stallion. Okay, so don't disappoint me. Summer, we didn't really get enough from Summer yet. Summer and Herman in this episode, we got a little bit of vibes from them. Little bit of vibes. She was like talking about her outfit, and he was like, I see it. And then I think he was doing it more in passing, but she turned around like, are you looking at me? And then I think she thought maybe there was more to it. We'll see now that he's HOH. Summer said in her intro packet that she was petty. She actually said she applied to be on this show because someone she hates wanted to be on it. Now, I don't know if that's true or that's just part of the joke. Either way, both work. But if it is true and she is that petty, this might be amazing to watch. Okay? Yes, Summer, and her mom's favorite season is winter. Everything about her is so interesting. She's like, been there, done that, seen it all, and I'm petty. And so I'm here for a petty party, hashtag petty party. Hopefully she can get a petty alliance going. I would love to see like a woman's petty alliance. Tynesha, we'll learn more about her. She's 32. Love that for her. Single mom, so she is, she has a lot of responsibility in her regular life, but she's coming into this house like, hey, I don't look like what I am. I don't know what a mom looks like. Moms look all different ways. But if she partners up with the right people, she could be running stuff. JC Lynn, she's from like a colder part, I think, of Canada. Isn't she from? Where is she from? She's from, I gotta look, because it was somewhere where she's like, it's not that boring here. It's kind of fun. We do fun stuff. We do a lot of fishing and ice fishing, but okay, she's 24. She's from Thunder Bay, Ontario. I think my dad used to go there and go fishing for real, like on fishing trips. She's like, it's not that bad. I grew up, outdoors, and I think she said camping and stuff like that. She's a social media manager. So I hope for the best for JC. It is a little Sarah. It's a little Beth from last season for me. The small town, the outdoorsy, the long brown hair. The age was Beth 24. Hopefully she's not Bethy. I'm just going based on look. She's giving me Beth vibes, but hopefully we don't see that. Okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But she's from Thunder Bay. I don't know a lot about the Thunder Bay. Other than I think literally my dad went fishing there because he takes trips to Canada every year since I was a little girl. Like 2 trips a year with a mancation with his guy friends, and they stay in a cabin and wake up, and then they fish like all day in Ontario. That's all I know. My dad's like, go on to Canada. I'm like, okay, Dad's in Canada for a week. That's just what he does with his boyfriends. We don't ask any questions. We just let him do it. Okay. Brooke's baby voice. Okay. And Joseph is saying, JC Lynn is meh. I could see a love triangle. JC Lynn, Stephanie. Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Brooke was a super fan. Well, then I don't know if I have any hope for Jessica. I'm just going to be honest. It's the bangs. I want to be proven wrong. I really hope a blunt bang can renew my faith in Big Brother players with blunt bangs. But as of now, it's gone. It's shredded. All right. Yeah, Carol was a quitter, Jan. Big quitter. I was not a fan of Carol, but Carol's Comedy Corner is on Facebook. If you like people who quit, seems like she quit comedy as well because she hasn't posted in a while there. Okay. All right. Did you just call them turf bangs? I didn't know that was a thing. Or did you just make that up that it is turf bangs? Or is that it's like what was oh my god, I'm like laughing so hard. What's her name who wrote, or is it the Harry Potter lady bangs? Okay, we digress. So I mean, this is a good cast. Betty, I'm excited for little Betty here. Betty, she's 31. I love that for her. Edmonton. So obviously I'm rooting for her. Go Oilers, go Betty, go Big Malls. You know, I'm all in on Betty. She is giving me a little spicy vibes with her running around with her tongue out and just being kind of fun and outgoing. She's human resources manager, which again breaks the stereotype that human resource managers are like by the book. But she says there's different Bettys. You know, there's Betty in the back, Betty in the front, Betty at work, Betty at the club, Betty in the snow. There's all kinds of Bettys. So I'm excited for this little Betty from Edmonton. Gotta love Edmonton and Jay, obviously. So, yep, I think this is going to be fun, you guys. If you don't already watch BB Can and you're just checking this out, definitely invest in this season. Yes, with the spicy vibes. Did we say that at the same time, Pomegranate? Because it is. She is giving me spicy. Oh yeah, we did. You said Jinx. Appearance, she gives turfs. Okay. I've had blunt bangs. I wonder if I was given turf vibes. I had red hair and blunt bangs when I got married. Okay. You're not feeling Betty. Okay, we'll see. So early. We don't know, but we could. She could be great. She could not. We don't know. But so far I'm liking all of these house guests because it's the first day and they haven't disappointed me. Okay? They haven't disappointed me at all. Let me see here. Let's see. Atharella says, I don't like Stephanie. She's not nearly as hot as she thinks. Oh, what? Atharella? No. Do you think she thinks she's hot? I don't know if she thinks she's hot or she's just used to. Well, she did say that she gets hit up in the DMs by professional athletes, amateur athletes, non-athletes, athlete's foot, everything she gets hit up. And I was like, same girl, same. Mostly people just being like, F you, Joleen. I hate your YouTube. Just random men, just like, go F yourself. Yeah. So I'm kind of the same. She thinks listen, if she thinks 4 to 5 DMs is a lot, she should check my DMs because my request DMs are insane. And then people expect you to get back to them. And if you don't get back to them, because you can see the preview pops up and you're just like, I don't know who that person is. They're like, thanks a lot. And I'm like, I can't reply to everyone who DMs. I just can't I will be replying, not that a million people, but enough people are DMing me that I don't even know. And after what I went through in 2021, you guys, and you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see if I missed anything else. I'm kind of looking through the screenshots myself here. I got so many creepy, scary screenshots of Kevin that I wanted to share too tonight, you guys. And it just didn't happen for us because StreamYard said no live feeds until tomorrow, no screenshots until tomorrow, which is disappointing. But overall, I'm excited. I'm really excited for BB Can. I just think, it's a great franchise. There's times when the editing's off. There's times when they cut the feeds and we get annoyed. Well, I'm sure we'll get annoyed during the season, but this is the first night, so everything's perfect and beautiful and wonderful. And we love them all. Thank you, Nanya. I'm going to put you in charge of answering all my hater DMs. Pomegranate says, almost every one of these house guests reminds me so much. Exactly. I feel like they did this on purpose as a throwback because it's season 10. We're getting throwbacks in the house. So you can pretty much, you can find someone for everyone, and maybe that reminds us of someone in the past. Who's Gino, though? Who's Gino of the past? Let me know. Let me know. Right, Dee? We were talking about that. We were just so thirsty over here. My goodness. Sally Doll, the only way to do it is by going to this website. So after they've aired, you would go to the Big Brother Canada. So it's bigbrothercanada.ca. And as you can see, you know, you got your homepage here showing you all the cast members, and then you got their pre-interviews. But in order to watch the episodes, you would click here. But I do think you will need a VPN for that. You can try it without, but I think you might need a VPN since it's a Canadian website. And if you don't, I don't know if it'll let you without it, but definitely for the live feeds, which haven't started yet. They're still dark right here. You would need a VPN, but all the episodes, so this episode that aired tonight, if you have a VPN, will go live after midnight on, I think, the West Coast. So let's see, what is it right now? So it's almost 9, 10, 11. It's almost on the East Coast. It's almost midnight. So maybe you can check the website after midnight on the East Coast, but I think it's on the West Coast. But don't quote me on that. But this is your go-to website for all things Big Brother Canada. Okay. So, Paul Schaefer's from Thunderbait. Well, then she won. I love that. I didn't know Paul Schaefer was Canadian. That explains his nice nature. Okay. A 70-day game show is how they are celebrating making it to 10 seasons. A 70-day. How long is BB Can normally? I can't even remember. They should have made it maybe 100 days, but that gets long. I feel like it could be less. Okay. Okay. So, but if you want to watch the episodes live and you're not in Canada, and you want to watch the episodes live, the best way to do it that I did tonight, otherwise you have to wait with a VPN until they go up, you have to go to videobrother.net. Okay. And that's in the video that I posted earlier today, videobrother.net. And sometimes it goes down and they get caught. Like I said, like the Matrix catches up to them. And so then they have to run and they'll post a link. So follow the comments if that happens, if it all of a sudden stops while you're watching it, the episode feed. And then they'll usually say, oh, we are, go. They're very nice. Whoever runs that, very kind. They say, oh, click here. And they usually even rewind it to the parts you might have missed. Very kind. You can also check on Twitch as well. There used to be a channel, and that's all in the video I posted earlier. That I didn't check that Twitch channel today to see if they're doing that. Okay. Yes, the VPN, I know some of you were having issues with your VPNs, but once you get the VPN, like I said, I use Nord, you're going to want to download the app for that. And then they should have, you can download it so you get a little icon that pops up, whether it's on your phone or your desktop of your computer. And then there's a quick connect, and you're going to want to search by country, and you'll connect to Canada. So wherever your other country you're in, you're going to want to make sure your Nord VPN, if that's the VPN you go with, is connected to Canada. And there's a whole list of countries. They have a country list, and then they have a search bar too. So hopefully you guys can figure that out, because I really want you to be able to watch. But this is your go-to website for all things Big Brother Canada. That's bigbrothercanada.ca. Okay. Yeah, I just said it. And I also said it on another video. I think if you put in the comments, it might kind of frees up your comments. But yes. Right? So far, so refreshing. So if you need that cleanse from Celebrity Big Brother US, this is your chance to get it. So we have high hopes. She's got high hopes. She's got high hopes. Oh my gosh, you guys, with this, who knew Paul Schaefer was going to be so relevant in tonight's Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen? Paul Schaefer's son came to your daughter's bat mitzvah. Oh my gosh. Son. Okay, yes, that's what I said. Okay, still, that's pretty cool. That's actually very cool. Oh my gosh. Famous. You are famous. Legally, Leah. Damn YouTube. They're trying to keep us apart. They will never keep our love apart. Nanya, that's amazing. Just got some hot geeky person to set it up for me. Worked great. And then we had snacks. See, find a hot nerdy friend to help you guys. And there you go. I have a hot nerdy husband that helps me with this stuff. Okay. Did we already discuss Paul writing? No. This is the Big Brother Breakdown and also starring Paul Schaefer, apparently. So he wrote Raining Men. Wow. So normally the seasons are about 70 days. I thought like 68, 70 days. And this season is 70 days. Are they normally shorter? I can't remember. But all right. So that is the breakdown of the first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you smashed the like. Leave a comment once this video posts. It helps me a lot in the algorithm, so I pop up and people can find me if they're looking for Canadian Big Brother commentators and recappers. We're going to have so much fun this season. We'll be doing parodies, impressions, act outs, all the stuff we do. This first episode was kind of mild because we're just easing into it. I don't want to scare anybody too much, maybe a little bit. And then I'll get my screen share to work. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back with live feed updates. It's going to be so fun, but just comment who you're rooting for. I'll actually leave a task for you guys, but a fun one, to put in the comments who you think is first boot and who your early prediction is to win. You can put 2 people if you want who will be in final 2. So who do you think is first boot? And who do you think is going to, which 2 are going to get to the end? Yes. And I need to do a Jersey video and I need to watch Jersey. I have so much to do and I want to finish BB Can 3. If you want to watch old episodes of Big Brother Canada, as well as this, you can go to Paramount Plus. They have all the seasons. And I'm so excited about that because it's just been so nice. Okay. Dream Sketcher says, I have used Video Brother to watch USBB, but then I subscribed to Apollo Group TV, live TV from around the world, plus a huge and current library. TVs, movie stuff on Amazon. Oh, I've never even heard of that. Thank you for that information, Dream Sketcher. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yes. Okay, check that out. You're so welcome, Sally. You're so welcome. Thank you for that comment. Pomegranate says, I feel like the Superfan community owes it back to Kyle, so long as he turns out to be as nice as we all assumed. Yes. I think they'll be kind to him as long as he's kind. And something I think if he has this mental health podcast, unless he's like a complete fraud, I think he's probably a good guy. Okay. Good guy. All right. I got to go. I will do this long Minnesota goodbye forever if I can. You guys are beautiful and wonderful. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know who do you think is going to end up in final 2. Very early prediction. And who do you think is going home tomorrow? I'll be back after tomorrow night's episode. Make sure you subscribe and have your notifications on so you can see whenever I go live or post a video, because I'm going to be doing those videos like I did for live feeds for CBB. I'll be doing those again for BB Can 10. Yay, we're back and we're not cheesed at all. We're very happy about this, friend, buddy, and guy. You guys take care of yourselves, sleep tight, or have a great day wherever you are in the world. And just remember to enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you see,